We are live from our end.
Okay. So hello, good afternoon everyone once again. Now we have gathered for demonstration. So before going into other things, I would like you to familiarize with this OSTEM kit. This kit has several different kinds of components. The first and foremost is lance drill. If you notice, it has a very pointed tip. Now this tip is used to mark your osteotomy site, and since it has a very pointed tip, it will not slip while marking your osteotomy site. Followed by this, we have 2 mm pilot drill, which has several markings starting from 7 mm till 15 mm, and you establish the depth of your osteotomy with this drill. After that, you switch on to the kind of drill that you require for placement of implant. So today I have a dummy implant for demonstration purposes of 4.5 mm diameter and 11.5 mm length. So I'll take this drill has different diameter. Each line corresponds to a specific diameter, and then you have different lengths in this diameter. So I have to place 4.5 by 11.5. So this and 11.5 line is this. So 4.5 diameters, this drill will be my final drill. So I will start with lancet drill to mark my osteotomy, 2 mm drill, 3 mm drill, then I'll switch to 11.5 mm drill of narrower diameter, first diameter, then little larger diameter, till finally I have a 4.5 mm diameter here. So shall we start? This is a dummy mandible that has, I'll just push this aside for time being. This is a dummy mandible that has different sockets. I will show you one anterior and one molar where you have to place implant in interradicular bone. Now if you recall the lectures, your osteotomy for anteriors should be away from the labial cortical plate. That means you should have osteotomy around the lingual cortical plate, somewhere around this region. So I will take a lancet drill. Just let me get the foot control of physio. Since we are doing इसका पंप बंद होएगा क्या? We'll see that. Since we are doing it on model, I am not wearing any gloves, otherwise implant has always been placed in strict sterilization protocol. So if you can look at this socket, my implant should be in the lingual aspect, as far away from the labial side as possible. So I am going to mark my osteotomy on the lingual side. Do we have a chip blower? Is it visible? Can we zoom on to this a little?
Yeah, we are.
One second. So this is my osteotomy marking, initial osteotomy marking, if it is appreciable in the image. If not, then don't worry, as I increase the width, you will be able to see it. Now I am taking 2 mm pilot drill to establish depth. Remember, there are different kinds of marking starting from 7, 8.5, 10 and 11.5. So I will drill till here. If you can make out, I have reached 11.5, but I am going to go 2 mm further apical because crest of my implant or platform of my implant an immediate implant should be 2 millimeters below the crestal bone. So I'll extend my osteotomy a little bit more so that my implant lies 2 millimeters below. Since I have achieved it, I will take the next drill, that is 3 millimeters drill, and drill it to the same depth. Just keep an eye out. 7 goes, 8.5 goes, 10 goes, 11.5 goes, and little more. Is there anything to clean?
Yes,
Now we have enlarged our osteotomy up to 3 millimeters. Now I have to do an 11.5. I have to place an 11.5 millimeter long implant that has a diameter of 4.5 millimeter. So I'll take this 11.5 and I'll gradually increase the diameter from 3.5 to 4 to 4.5 millimeter diameter implants. So these 3 drills will be used next. I'll start with the drill height of 11.5 millimeter and diameter of 3.5 millimeter. Now I don't have to look because this drill's length is 11.5. It cannot drill beyond that. Thank you. So I just insert and go a little deeper. Now I will try to show you the osteotomy's location. If we can zoom into this.
Towards your left.
You can take it, no problem. Can you see? Is it visible? Now see, the socket depth was still here. Now this we have gone 4 millimeters beyond the socket in order to engage the apical bone so that we can achieve primary stability, and this is the osteotomy on the lingual side, if you can make out. I'll gradually increase the diameter of the osteotomy to 4.5 millimeters now. This is 4 millimeter drill. Next is 4.5 millimeters drill. Now we have completed the osteotomy. If the camera can be zoomed on this particular hole, the osteotomy is on the lingual side. The labial plate is still away. Didn't touch the labial plate while doing that preparation. I'll take out the implant. Seal packed implant. Now this ostium implant has this something called mount, and it requires a mount driver. So I will take it out and place in the osteotomy. I will take all the mount drivers. And I am taking the ratchet to do the final placement of implant. This makes it a little difficult. I'll take this approach so it can go fast. can go faster. Now I am getting into, you are supposed to support the implant with the index finger like this in order to avoid undesired movements of implant while doing the placement. I am tightening. You see here there are markings of torque 10, 20 and 30. If I want to load it, I should get more than 35 Nm of torque, which I am already getting. So there is still a little bit more of the implant placement that is desired. I'll remove the mount first, because mount can get stuck sometimes when you use excessive force. And I'll take implant driver. I'm tightening it so that my implant is little subcrustal. Now I'm getting excessive torque here. Now more than 50 or whatever the marking that is the last here. Now this is not a good situation, because excessive torque can lead to microfractures of the bone, and that can ultimately lead to bone necrosis and failure. So what you do is you unscrew your implant, go 3 turns like this. This will give a bone a chance to reshape or remodel and yield less torque. Now you see 1, 2, 3. The excessive torque has been reduced to somewhat around 30, little more, and I am good to load it immediately. Look at the placement of implant away from the labial cortical plate and below the crustal bone, in order to give bone height for papilla to grow around the implant. So this is how you place implant in the mandible, anterior region. Now it's time for hands-on. So participants who have registered for hands-on can come here in batches of groups of 10. And if there is any doubt, Dr. Kaustubh Thakre is there. You can ask him. He'll clear all your doubts. Thank you all for watching.